welcome back. Another show, another week. This is Romy Mack, your host here of 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. I had a birthday pass not too long ago, 2 days ago to be exact. Yeah, 32, and it don't feel any different than 31, but I learned a lot at 31. I got to see a lot of things. There's a lot of changes in my life. Going from being involved with someone for a little while, and then just deciding that decisions that were made, I would say both parties contributed to where things got to, but you learn a lot of things. You learn a lot about people, and as far as who's down for you, who's not down for you, and life will show you everything that you need to see. It's just up to you to pay attention to it. But without further ado, let me get Sugar Booger and Karumbe on the line. Family, what's going on? Damn, y'all breaking up. Alright. We good here?
I hear you.
Okay, just making sure y'all was clear on there. So birthday passed not too long ago. I mean, y'all gave the love, whether it was on the day or belated. Still love there. I said, 32. Obviously, you guys are ain't but so much older than me. But I'm the baby of this family that we got. But like I said, 31. I learned a few things. You know what I'm saying? You guys were there with me the entire time. 31 was when I started the show. And we've been riding this thing the whole time. But truly grateful for everything that happened. There's a lot of times where I thought I was down and out, but I stuck with it, and got discouraged a lot of times with doing the show. But here we are still today doing it. So I appreciate y'all being there for it. Everybody else that has played their part in making this show what it is. So let's what we gonna talk about. I guess this whole thing with the sorority girls, they were saying the N-word on Kanye West song Gold Digger, and of course social media makes a big deal out of things like such, but nothing personal, and not saying I have anything against or not against people outside of the black community saying the N-word. Obviously it is a big problem, but it is a part of a song. It's like, how do you expect, they shouldn't be recording themselves, to be honest. That's my theory on it. But because again, it's just how it can be taken. Of course there are going to be some people like, okay, it's just a damn song, and then you have others that are like, nah, man, don't say that shit. But for me, it's as a part of the song. I haven't even really listened to the entire clip just yet before I understand. And they were singing the headline says that they were singing the N-word. So I don't really see the big fucking deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We'd be foolish to believe that people outside our community don't use the N-word. I can assure you that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even whether for term of endearment or a term to belittle us, that term is being used. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that we've made acceptable in society. With our music. You know what I'm saying? There's no rap music didn't really come with like a book for as far as like, so who can say it, who's not to say it. It was about everyone saying the N-word on their records is about making that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? But it is something that it's just something that is spoken amongst us in our community. You know what I'm saying? That is meant for us to only understand. So again, you depending on who you're around, as Chris Rock says, your nigga representative. Depending on who you around, as far as you using that term and you being outside the community, will determine what happens after you say it. So me personally, I don't use it around anyone that I do not want using it in return on me. You know what I'm saying? That's roughly how I go for me. But I want to talk to my nigga representatives right here. Sugar Booger and Karumbe, and figure out what you guys think about it.
Well, I mean, if they're just singing a song, okay, we're singing a song. But call each other the name. And you know, because of where the rise comes to being, why are people saying each other the name? If it's that bad, why would we say it to each other? You know?
Yeah.
You know, I do say it from time to time, you know, but I'm just saying, though, I can't, well, now they were just, you know, they had a racist rant going on, and I'd be like, hold up, whoa, wait, but you know what, you know, that's crazy, but they just did that song, that's the lyrics of the song,
right.
That's the lyrics of the song.
There's people that be trying to get away with it because they think they cool enough to say that.
They didn't say that song was just, you know, black people sing.
Nah.
So,
don't say that shit around me, B.
Because of where it comes from, but then again, we're standing to each other. Like, how, you know, then we need to stop saying it. It's
just like, you know what, you don't go around calling the Italian a gook. They say it to each other. They just call each other chiefs and shit and different shit all the time. But you don't hear anybody trying to.
Yes, we do. Comedians,
well,
we're on.
Well, Italians and stuff go around calling each other gooks and stuff like that all the time, Anthony.
Yeah, we
but you know,
it's movies, it's jokes,
it's different.
N-word.
No, I'm talking about like for them, when they say stuff to each other, they call each other this stuff kind of.
And then we said,
Anthony, listen, they say it to each other all the time.
They're not telling everybody else, you're not Asian, so you can't say this.
They don't. They don't. Whatever, and you don't get away with that shit. They call each other that. That's like a derogatory term for them. Well, that's just kind of or whatever.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to,
they got terms for themselves. The only reason is the black culture is like it's highlighted because of our music. I mean, they want to say it. They want to be able to because they think it's cool. That's the only difference.
well, we say it, and why we say it,
That's good.
Take it to it. Why do we say it to each other?
This is good. This is good conversation, man. You guys go ahead.
But why do we say it to each other? You just said they say it because people. Why do we say they say it to each other? Because they're swing down their rate, going into work there, they say something on the rate. They say the she's on their own. But if we go around and do the same thing, and we go,
Why can't we say these words?
all I'm saying is if you don't want anybody saying this, he don't. If my husband called me an N-word, okay, he can say crazy, fuck me crazy and call me an N-word. So should how should I react to it? Should I be like, oh, that's just untalking? Or should I be like, he's like, damn, nigga, this is the man. This is the white person to say, nigga.
I don't go around calling it.
Or,
You know, the funny thing is, you don't go around.
you talk around your face like that. Why? You got, well, not talk around your face like that. You said it was all
I say you were around all the time.
and then you don't think, but you expect them to sit there and be quiet.
They don't say no better. They don't want to representative you around.
Some people are
That representative.
Now what I can speak on what I can speak on, and I can attest to what Jeff is saying as far as like when we were in the Air Force, we'd be in a room, we'd be in the day like the day room or some shit like that, and it'd be like a gang of white folks in there, and this motherfucker coming there, what's up, nigga? And like again, they know, they just knew not to they just knew not to say the shit.
You know, they be hanging off the balcony. You know me by now.
Yeah. I mean, at least for me, I mean, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, take a different risk with the word, nigga. Like, for instance, Ariana Grande released a dancer off her tour because she used the word nigga on social media. She wasn't black. You know what I'm saying? She was like, she just took her off for using the word nigga. She was using it again as a term of endearment. But again, it's different because you're not one of us. That's pretty much what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? So and ultimately, you're not one of us, and that's how it. That's just how that's how it goes. You know, we didn't make the rules. It was not us that even made this word. Even it didn't popularize this word first. Let's go back to the root of all the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. They only do it because they are using themselves who are like highlight.
Yeah.
What we do, they try to.
Well, that's what he's been saying on you. They can sing along to the damn song without having to worry about the N-word.
That's their fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think other communities know. It really depends on your area. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for me, being out here in a predominantly Latin community of South Florida, I was playing basketball. It was like me and one other black kid at the time. This is like 2010, and they're on the court and they're like, "Yo, pass the ball, nigga." Not to me though. They said that shit to like amongst themselves as friends. You know what I'm saying? They don't see it any other way. It's just something that's been used. Again, all this time. That's what they just grow up saying. They didn't really. I don't think they had really understood the root of it. As far as it being, how offensive it can be taken to black people. You know what I mean? And that's it's because again, like what Jeff liked to say it so well. What Paul Mooney say, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things where it's became cool. I mean, we are the originator. Everything that has became cool has came from our community. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how things have worked. So again, we make something cool, such as saying nigga, and as for slang purposes. Of course, people are gonna want to catch on to it, like that stupid ass shit, lit, bae, the shit I hate. And what else? What else is another fucking word that people use that they don't finish their fucking sentences and shit. I don't know, whatever the case may be. That's what I see going on with that, man. It is what it is, man. So I mean, for me, sorority girls, we won't remember these motherfuckers in a week, probably about a weekend. We probably won't remember them tomorrow. But I mean, as far what it boils down to, I'm saying the N-word, you shouldn't have recorded it. You shouldn't have recorded. I thought you was sorority anyway. I thought y'all supposed to keep shit in house.
Yo, man.
People these days record everything.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It happens a lot of people like PewDiePie and Big YouTube do that other shit. When they go, all these people are going around and they getting caught, and they're gonna get away with it, and they gotta apologize about it later. It ain't like.
I don't understand why people gotta post everything on social media before you didn't.
I don't think. Right now, I don't even think it's like a hoop thing. I think they're doing this shit on purpose. Because there's some other people getting caught doing it, and they record it.
So my question is, where do you think it stems from, Karumbe?
Man, you know where it stems from. My boy D.
You talking about D Twizzle? You talking about that D Trizzle?
And D Trizzle.
Yeah, D Treasy. Yeah, he's encouraging. I mean, it's already been like I would say it's already in the air. Because, I mean, technically, Donald Trump has never publicly came out and said, the N-word. I don't know. That's yet to be on record. I'm pretty sure he said it in his lifetime. He might have even said it today. But as far as I know, on public record, Donald Trump said a lot of things out of his mouth. I've yet to hear him say nigga.
I believe he probably would say it.
Yeah.
He might have said it.
Now I would say he's encouraged the behavior. I'll give you that much. He's encouraged the behavior. Yeah, but no, like real shit. That's probably one of the best. That's probably one of the best moments I've heard with you two. You know what I'm saying? What you guys having your differences about that. We need that. We need to know that. As far as how you guys feel in regards to the N-word being used. Obviously, Ebony sees it one way, and then Karumbe lives by a different creed. As far as like, if you're gonna say that, don't say that shit around me. My thing is, I'm not gonna encourage you to use it, so I won't use it around you. So that's just that's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, When it's amongst us, hey, that's what it is. It's a term of endearment. It's a term of understanding. It's no different than, it's like we were born into a fraternity of a sorority of black people that we've used that term. That's one of the only privileges we gotta being black. Saying that word and without any penalty. You know what I'm saying? No one to appear like a racist. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So anyway, what I entitled this the show, the today's show, called "Crazy Deranged Love," and I talk about that, and I kind of pinned it off of Martin when he did a stand up. What is it? You so crazy, crazy deranged. Relationships, I would say love will make you do some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just really wanted to discuss some of the wild things that possibly you've heard, witnessed, from from experience, or things that you've heard that love has caused people to do. And I want to say for me, the relationships I've been in, I would say within the last few years, I've seen love do some wild stuff to me and because of me. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so it's just it's very very interesting. The things that you go through and things that you witness. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could I'll say Sugar Booger, for you as a woman, what would possess you to want to tap into a man's security?
I don't think I don't know. I wouldn't want it done to me, so I don't know if I could do that. Because everybody tell me I don't want to find out about, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Would you?
I don't think I could do
that's clear. That's a clear trust issue. You would say, right?
Yeah. If I don't want to do it to people, I'm not about to get that around his stuff. I'm sorry to know.
I mean, it's just very funny that you go through these things, and now you wonder what else have you tried to do in regards to finding whatever you're seeking to find. And it can be quite I would say frightening, and
You know, do some cash flow.
Yeah, see what line of I was looking at.
Like, get some.
Yeah.
Like, I know you got money in your account.
Yeah, well, money wise, my lady, I don't know, Jeff. How you feel about how would you say you feel about a woman asking you for money?
Like who?
Your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other.
I don't care. I mean, for money I like. That don't really bother me.
Alright, cool. Like, let me get $300. I want to go shopping. You cool?
The type of dude I am anyway. When you slick the food and everything,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the kind of person I am, man. When you split that food.
I ask him for money, but it's only around payday when I know he got it. I ain't gonna ask him to the end of the month, so.
Yeah.
I don't like shoot.
I ask him for money, but I pay him back most of the time, though. So it's like, hey, I don't like taking money like that, so I'll be like, I'll pay you back.
Yeah. So, I mean, and getting back to my, I want to say my original question to Sugar Bug. I mean, for you, Karumbe, what do you think would make an individual want to tap into like your email or something like that? What do you think they're trying to look for?
I don't know. They trying to get back with you. I mean, if it's mostly security, I guess.
They want to be nosy and see what you doing.
Yeah, trying to doing pretty much.
But let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something. How many times you've been talking to people throughout the day on email?
a lot. Not the damn email.
I'm not talking about work email. I'm talking about at home. You just hanging out and you just decide to email people. When was the last time you see anybody do that?
Man, if it ain't
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? The fuck is it? The fuck is it?
Because you got more from here. Like Facebook and stuff. Man, I'm doing it.
I don't be over on
That's what I'm saying. So what is it? 1990? Is it 1999? Like, what the fuck? God damn. Let me log into my Napster and see if that's if that works. Fucking what the fuck is that shit? You know, it's just for me. I just it's just funny to what love can make you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like what's other stuff love makes you do? Love makes you see people out. And I guess this is more so an insecure side. I will speak from experience and being in relationships and having and it could be a sense of karma per se, where you see somebody out that you, and Jamie Foxx has spoken on this, and I laughed when I heard him say it, but he said you see somebody out that you think she might dig on. You know what I'm saying? And get up and you be upset. You know what I'm saying? Looking at that shit. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things. I would say, like for you, Karoon Bay, being a fellow brother, throughout the dating before your marriage, man, do you find yourself doing some silly shit because of love?
Like what?
I would say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my situation, like I said, almost like, or I would say, if you ever acted out of like jealousy at any point in time.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, man.
Well, you know what? I'll do one better. I ask your wife. Suge, has Jeff ever shown you any signs of jealousy?
No, not at all.
I kind of like, not like I don't care, man.
But what about
Like, yo, keep it up, man. I'm good to the nigga. Wow.
So what about? All right. What about? I do you one better. So what about in reverse? All right, Jeff. Jeff, what about in reverse? Have you ever seen Ebony show signs of jealousy?
When?
Man, it's hurt people. You get jealous.
Oh, yeah, I kind of, no, I wouldn't call that, this last incident, the last one, I wouldn't call that jealousy. I don't know how I feel about the situation. I don't think it's jealousy. I'm just confused.
You know what?
But yeah, it was not long ago. There was a time. Now, I don't want to say I was jealous, but I was kind of.
Yeah, but like, I was like, oh, he tried to.
It's not that I don't. I mean, I don't know this person personally, but I just kind of like, it's one of those things that you
This comes to the end, you never like,
you're suspicious on the person, like really, like
Right.
For me, for example, like I don't talk to any of my ex's families or any of that type of, like, I go home and I'm going to see their mom and their dad and stuff like that. Like, I'm okay in the business every time I come home. I don't have any time for nothing to them, so why would I do that? Somebody see here and there and say, hey, how you doing? But I'm not gonna like bust my neck to go visit your mom or your dad. I'm not single anymore. That's 5 years ago. I don't. That's not on my to-do list. So,
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you.
You can think like what person still associating with you. Like why?
All right. Okay. So that's that female mind working right there. That woman mind working. Cause okay, I had a situation like that too, where I'm still very I'm not say I'm very close, but I'm still in good with I would say an ex from high school with her family. You know what I'm saying? And they'll ask about me, you know what I'm saying? But and because of that mindset that you have, I kind of kept that, for myself, with wondering how the guy might feel. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to speak to their parents through obviously siblings or maybe that individual. You know what I'm saying? So I've had that very same question. I went through that very same shit a couple months ago. not a couple months, last year, some time frame, with again an ex from the Air Force, you know, and my lady at the time, she questioned why I would on some social media shit. And this individual is going on, and she's in another relationship. As far as we know, she's happy with that. And it was something that, you know, that we knew, you know what I'm saying, we spoke about. That's something that we used to talk about, like I think it was like the Cosby Show or some shit. We both watched the Cosby Show, and it just so happens that we're still cool, and it's not like that with us anymore. She's pretty sure she can tell you the very same thing, and it was just funny, you know what I'm saying? The fact that, you know, that this individual looked like we basically said that Uzi looks like Rudy from fucking the Cosby Show when she was a little kid, you know. It's funny. I tagged her ass in it. I tagged her in the post. You know what I'm saying? And then I got interrogated about this shit because of why would you tag your? I mean, I think it's kind of weird that you would tag your ex. Now, Suge, do you find that weird that I would tag an ex in a post like that? Because I mean, we're still friends. It's still, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I could be working, I could be putting in time to be with her, but I'm not. I'm with you. So why we putting the focus there? So you
know, tagging is supposed to, I could care less about that.
I'm cool.
But if you actually trying to go and visit this girl, I'm gonna go see this person.
I'm cool with her family is the reason I feel like I'm in the military, or I got in because her mom was like one of the people that pushed me to go in the military.
So do you feel? Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like he should sever that relationship with that individual that basically helped him meet you?
Yeah,
I don't think he should sever the. No, I don't think he should sever the relationship. I don't know. It's just certain things that I'm just like, you know. It's a totally different situation. I'm not going to talk about it on. I got you.
I understood. Understood. I just wanted to know, you know, from that perspective.
Yeah. So he already knows how I feel. I'm fine with it, but that's one of the truth.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. You know, I just think that there's something else there.
Okay. Okay. Well, just don't go tapping in no damn emails or nothing like that. How about that?
I'm not hacking in no emails. As long as I don't get an email from somebody saying, "Hey, yeah, this is so and so," and then I'll be like, "Hold on, what?" Where are we going? Actually, this email was what? I think personal email. Yeah, like this was like the only time I use personal email.
All right.
You know, the best stuff are working, but you don't. Yeah, that's the only time. You know,
all right. Let's we're gonna move on to this next topic. It's a hot topic this week. It's about a midget who got caught up in his shit. And that's no disrespect to comedian Kevin Hart, but yeah, that of course, you know, last weekend he posted the video, which me personally, I don't give a damn about no apology video. Why does everybody need to see it? Just send that shit to her in an email. How about that? That's where you send emails, when you send an apology fucking videos and shit like that, or send it to you know, a group text, tag everybody in Instagram that's family related, and send that out. But I did not feel the need to see that. I mean, Kevin Hart is not the first man to get caught in his shit, or to be extorted for money. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Whether him or not, that's between him and his spouse.
Exactly. And that's what I feel like. I feel like that situation is between him and his wife.
It ain't like that no more though. When you do something and then you age, it's gonna get out regardless. So he has to apologize to his patient.
No, he does not owe his kids anything.
It's the new age.
He doesn't owe his kids anything.
anytime you do anything,
He just owes that to his spouse, and that's it.
people apologize now.
Yeah.
They banned.
I mean,
That's a conversation that should happen between him and his spouse, and that's it.
Yeah,
You have to with everybody else,
world works, man.
you know.
It's not how the new world
That's
works.
not how it works, but it should. I mean, that's between him and his wife. Whether or not he wants to, you know, if he wants to apologize, that's the main person that's gonna get hurt in all this. It's not the man. Yeah, why you lose time anyway? Well, we know that.
The side piece, they took the.
Yes, we know. We know. That reminds me of another situation that I was kind of almost became part of it. I'm like, you know, he's gonna keep doing it.
The side
If he did she was 5 years and he keeps up last night, he's gonna do it again on her.
side piece, man.
So, in a sense, he just might as well apologize for the next one to her.
yeah. I mean,
Only the Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. In the whole road. She in the whole road. That's like she still.
He married her.
Yeah. She said she. We said in the whole road.
And let me tell you, based off of this,
oh, I got so I had to get Carla in on this because I got us on Facebook Live, and I love what she wrote in regards to why she felt like he had to do it. So Carla, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Oh, it wasn't because of the fans. Like, he didn't owe the fans anything, and that's absolutely right. The reason why he came out and he said it was because the girl and that damn lawyer, who I cannot fucking stand anymore, was going to come out into the public. So before they could come into the public and tell it, he went on here and they agreed that he would come out and he would say it in the public. That's all it is.
Right.
That's all. That's the only reason why he did it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's different now because it's so, growing up, we didn't have cell phones and, shit with video on it like this. It was more so like a press conference was done. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me to wake up and go on social media and say, yeah, Kevin Hart got caught up with, 2 girls. I'm like, wow, Kevin. I'm not attracted to men in any way, but I just didn't see Kevin as like, But I mean, it's money too. I don't want to take that away from him. But to be in there with 2 girls, you know what I'm saying? Let alone, let alone being short. Let alone, again, I just don't see him as like that guy that, like Chris Rock said, he's not that comedian that girls are just trying to fuck. You know what I mean? And like, they'll fuck him for money, but he's not that guy. He's not no what do you say? Ain't no Boris Cujo, Shamar Moore, nothing like that.
That's like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather is ugly and he'll move slow, but the motherfucker worth millions. So
Yeah, and
he got 7 girls, and they like him.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be one of his girls. Shit, I would love to be one of Floyd's girls. Shit.
You said what?
I'd be one of Floyd girls for fucking 10 million. Shit, let's go.
Hey, Floyd was shooting that body at one point.
Hey, listen, man. I play the piano like Ray J did for his ass. God damn it! What the fuck? Yeah, Suge. So that's that. Yeah, that's Carla's 2 cents on the whole thing of why he came out and did that. I think it's again, we live in that age. I knew it was bound to happen. It was going to happen. As far as like Kevin having that mark on his reputation. It was just inevitable. It's going to happen, and whether it's big or small, I still see this as a small thing. But the very, I want to say the ironic part is, Carla be keeping me up to date with this shit, man. She posted shit with, I guess he was supposed to he came out with like a fucking family. What he got, like a family video game or some shit? He got a fucking family video game, and he got a family video game that came out literally right before this shit happened. What are the chances?
yeah.
What are the chances for that?
This whole thing is funny.
Again,
Hilarious.
it's quite hilarious. The memes don't stop. The memes wait for shit like this to happen. Like, it was, again, no one, like, we didn't get like an official thing. Like, it wasn't official about Jay-Z and Beyonce, him fucking around on her, until he said it in the record. You know what I'm saying? But like, if that was like some flat out, we had flat evidence, they'd have had a whole bunch of camels and memes and be something with Beyonce's hips or some shit, and like all kind of memes would have been made. You know, let me tell you what's another thing that I find very another ironic situation. Like my cousin, she had posted this thing that said, you know, when he holds you like that, that is real. And I was like, well, this is a picture of Jay-Z holding Beyonce. Now, was it real before he fucked around on her, or was it real afterwards? But you know, again, I digress. We don't know. We do not know. I personally, as I said in the beginning, he's not the first man to cheat on his woman, with the first man with as much money as he does to cheat on his woman, and he won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? We don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. That's the one thing. You know what I'm saying? This is just to create headlines and generate conversation, just as much as we're talking about it right now. But they very well might be swingers or some shit like that, and they just so happen to get caught up in this shit. Now she trying to get. Now one of these little girls is trying to get money from him. That's what the case may be, but she very well may have signed up. I mean, didn't he meet her? Wasn't she the side piece?
She was the side piece, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, what's she gonna be upset? And then they're gonna have Kevin, and then of course they're gonna ask Kevin's first wife, you know, about the situation. That couldn't have been any more cliche. What do you think happened? You know what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? He cheated on her. He cheated on this one. I'll tell you what he's gonna do. We all know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do another stand-up about it, and then he's gonna light fire on y'all bitches, just like he did in the last fucking stand-up. You know, put fire on these bitches. That's what I see. That's what happening. He's gonna talk about that, and which brings us to it's roughly a two-part. I would say a two-part question that goes to this, and do all men cheat? And then it's, why is cheating so acceptable in today's society? And I would definitely like for Karumbe, you got that, man. I gotta put the spotlight on you, Slick. Do you believe that thing?
Not all men cheat, and it is just the fact that, like, man, the cheating shit is like infused a lot. It's like, that's all rappers talking about is like still another dude, like, you know, all this. It's on TV, every show gotta have kind of scandal type shit in it. They got shows even they ain't got, you know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. This shit is like fantasy crystal. That's why I like so definitely one society today.
Okay. All right.
They like divorce rates are like super high right now. You know how they go.
Yeah. So, all right, okay. So I'm gonna go to the I'll go to the other married individual that we have on the line. Yeah. So Suge, do you feel? Yeah. I mean, obviously, be careful in the house as y'all talk about this. But do you feel like do all men cheat? Is that do you have that mindset? Okay. And why do you feel they do? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's fucking open. And there's a list of things of why, but you know what? Commonly, why do you feel like men are unable to stay faithful?
It could be a number of things. Some guys, you know, they still believe that they just gotta have more than one woman. You know, one woman is good at this, but this woman is good at that. So you know, I'm going with this one, and I'm going to get this one. You know what I mean? Like they don't have the whole package that they're looking for.
I need a big girl that's cool.
They gotta find the woman that has all of it. Just like my husband. If he cheats, it's probably because somebody knew, like, you know, I don't cook. I don't like to cook that much.
Because
you know, I don't know.
I think.
You can make business from scratch.
So what I see in that sense is, so if you don't give up that boardwalk and park place when we do Monopoly, he is a high chance that he may step out because you didn't reason with him.
Oh, y'all just say good.
I mean, bro, you know what I'm saying? I could take off those, like, I've had an experience where I was dating a dude, and this is one of those, I'm to the people, like, bro, I said, no. Well, the white thing with was a side piece at one point in her life as well.
Right.
So and I don't know if the guy was unhappy or why his reasoning is that he felt the need to hot for one another, like he just, you know, but, you know, she breaking her off on the radio, and he's breaking me off on the radio. So I couldn't even figure out why the hell he wanted another woman. He just wanted two women, I guess. I don't know, you know. Some people, I don't know. Some people, it's just, you know, they gotta see a different face every day. I don't know.
Okay. So I will go to I'm gonna go to the single lady on the line, Carla. Well, no, you know, I didn't let Ebony answer the second part. My bad. Hold on. Why do you feel like cheating is so acceptable in society today, Shug?
It's glorified. It's glorified everywhere. You know, on TV, music, just like my husband said, it's glorified everywhere. And that's, you know, it's all over the place. You know, you see Chip say like, yeah, kitty girl, yeah, she got her. He cheated on her. He got with the drugs.
Right now, the party basically is like not queen out here on the strip, bro. Yeah, man. I don't even like. They're promoting it like
it's promoted ever.
And it's young little kids and Fox Brown and all that. So it's just so man.
Right.
It's always out there. But that gets more play or more than having somebody that's been in a, you know, 10, 15, 20-year relationship, whatever, and that, you know, like, oh my God, this bitch put everything together. So how often do you hear about that? How often do you see that a movie or a song video or anything like that? It's rare. You always hear about somebody cheating, getting the toes, this and that, you know, multiple women or men. That's just what's there.
Okay.
So if you look at
All right. Well, I go to before I give my stance on it. I want to go to Carla and find out your story, your stance. Do you believe that all men cheat? And again, why do you feel like cheating is so acceptable in today's society?
I don't think all men cheat.
Right.
The reason why it's acceptable is because I think what she said is glorified, but then also you have people who rush into marriages or into relationships, period,
right,
and they think they want to be in a relationship and they see that this is what they want to do, and then they end up second guessing their decisions, and then that's when they decide to start stepping out. And it's easy to cheat, but it's hard to not. So you have some men who are very weak and who just feel like, okay, well, it's easy for me to cheat, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I guess that's what I think.
it's easier to cheat than to get out of the relationship for some.
Yep, it's easy. And you have some women who feel like, oh my God, I have this man that I love. I'm just going to deal with it. Well, that's a goddamn lie, because I'm not dealing with none of it. But you have women out there who feel like they always say, it's to one man, there's 5 women? Because you got to think about society. You got so many men who, here's my French, has turned to the same thing that women like. So you have some men. I've had a man that said that to me. It's more women to me, so why not? Okay.
Okay. Well, me. Do all men cheat? Wow. That thought process goes by. I'm gonna no. You know what? Let's give this short. Let's get to the gist of shit. No, not all men cheat. There's a very small few that don't. That's what I'll say. At least in my, I would say in my experiences and stuff I've learned throughout my military career for sure. I'm sure Jeff and Ebony can attest to the many married people that you see get deployed And while they're deployed, they, they do, and you know what? I take back the whole question. Do all men cheat? Do all people cheat? Rather, because again, there were married. I did know some married women and men that got together with each other because they were deployed, and then when they got back from the deployment, they left their current spouses to be with each other. Are they still together to this day? No fucking clue. But again, they do cheat. It did happen. But okay, answering the question like everybody else did, do all men cheat? No, some do. Some do it, and as to why they do it, because they do it because of a list of reasons. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say because it's not exactly what it goes off of how you were raised. And again, being spoiled and used to getting what you want when you want it, and it doesn't work that way with humans. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to work with each other. So we have to roughly raise our kids to be able to understand you're not always going to get your way. Me, I was a spoiled kid. So innately, yes, I have messed around on a few girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? It has happened.
That's a lot. I'm getting my way.
You know what I'm saying? It's again, we're talking about the way a guy's mind works and the way a woman's a woman's mind works are roughly two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say again, and this is just my opinion. It's not a fact per se, but I feel like men are very simple-minded. It don't really take much to please us per se, as to some the way some women can be. I said some. Do not attack me and say that I said all. Not all women are complex or or require a lot, but I'm pretty sure you do know some that do, and. Again, do all men cheat? No, some do. They do so because they feel, some of them can feel trapped. Some of them can put themselves in a situation where you felt like that. I'll give an example. Someone you were with for a while that was rocking with you. Again, when we want something, we go as a man. I can speak on behalf of that. As a man, when we want something, we go after it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, when again, a perfect example that's gonna get a lot. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack from the fellas about this shit, and then women gonna be like, "Yep, tell the truth, preach, and all that other stuff." But when Madden comes out, and men that love that fucking game, there's nothing that is going to stop them to go get that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? So it works the same way with the woman that we choose, like that woman that's gonna come along and it's just something about her. There's nothing is gonna stop us from being with that woman or losing that woman, even in the midst of messing around. You know what I'm saying? I've had situations where I've had to call up my big brother Karumbe and discuss certain things, at least as far as what I was dealing with in my life, and he was like, honestly, man, you know what I'm saying, it just ain't worth it. It's not. It's just not worth it. And that is coming from an experienced man who has grown. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this man grow from being the 21-year-old in the military to the grown man that he is now. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes with experience and stuff that again that we see in our daily lives. So again, yeah, and Carl is right. There are weak people. I definitely would say that I've been a weak-minded male. I'm not going to call myself a man in that sense. I don't think there's such thing as a weak man. There's a weak boy, but there's not a weak man. I only see strong men. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that we're us as males, we're boys in a lot of sense. There takes a lot of growth, and you're going to make mistakes. And the problem is that you go into a situation feeling that you're not going to make any mistakes, and then ultimately you do. And then it's like you have that perfectionist mindset, but you got to understand that if you don't make mistakes, you're not going to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You just have to be mindful, and to not want again. you're going to be tempted. Everybody's tempted. Jesus was tempted. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to happen. You know, in your mind, you're going to be tested, and it's just a matter, is it worth it? Again, 80-20 rule. You know, all you Tyler Perry fans know about the 80-20 rule or whatever. You just have to you weigh it. You know, you weigh it out. Is it really worth? You leave 80 thinking, you know, and you end up getting 20. You know, stuff like that. So it's very, very, very interesting. You know, stuff that comes with that mindset when you're in that, because again, when you're by yourself and you're free to pretty much do whatever you want, it doesn't seem like it happens that often. But when you're in a relationship, it's like, damn, if I don't do it now, I might miss out on this opportunity forever or something like that. But it's just funny. It's just funny how that shit works. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real and speaking real as a man. You know what I mean? As far as like the situations that we allow ourselves to get caught up in. You know, and we just have to ask ourselves, is it really worth it? You know. And then the second part, after I done talked for about 30 minutes about that shit. The second part, as why is cheating so acceptable in today's society? It's monetary. That's why. Everybody loves controversy. Ain't nothing else to it. Everything you see on TV is about the money. And that's exactly why that shit is so acceptable in our society, because we made it that way. Anything we don't want, you know what I'm saying, will not be on. Anything that the powers that be, don't want will not be on the fucking scene. Believe that, you know what I mean? It's like cheating is like the big thing, right? It's happened before. I mean, nothing is new. I mean, Sinatra fucked around on his wife back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But and again, his wife still wanted to stay with it, but you didn't hear about it because there were that many outlets, and he moved a little smoother than a lot of these folks do right now. Plus, you got social media capturing every fucking moment of your life, and people wanting to share every moment of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it came out that DJ Khaled cheated on his wife, girlfriend, you know, wherever she is, we would already know it because of Snapchat, because he showed every fucking thing of his life. You know what I'm saying? It's like we wouldn't catch any. There wouldn't be any catching him doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where we live in a society where we're showing every glimpse of life. Even Kevin too. Kevin wakes up in the morning, he starts showing Snapchat, him laying in bed or whatever and all that shit. Still talks about his workout, and now he still does it, but now everybody can come back with like he said, his legs. I think I saw a tweet for him today. It's like his legs day. Never take a day off. Well, did you take a day off when you went to go with that girl? Somebody gonna say some shit like that. It's gonna be fun. It's funny. Okay, it's funny, but that's exactly what what we're dealing with, and it's just what it boils down to. Why cheating is so acceptable, because it's monetary. There are a lot of women feel that chivalry doesn't exist anymore, and it's all, and you know what? It's really what you allow. Like for me, chivalry exists. I get upset with the women that are in my life around me when they go to open the door and knowing that I'm there, or you open your car door and shit like that and I'm there, because again, I do believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I do everything right as a man, but as far as the chivalry shit go, yeah, I still do believe in treating a woman with like respect. It's just a lot of things mentally that I may struggle with due to my own insecurities or whatever the case may be. But cheating in society comes from it's monetary. It's been happening. Cheating has been happening, but now more than ever, we glorify it. Hell, we got a show coming out. What is it? The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte or some shit like that. And there's
what?
Yeah. Y'all didn't know that? There's a show called The Real Side Chicks. Yeah, The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte. So So my question is, what does the wife think when they're on the show? I was like, oh, so is that my side piece? Is that my husband's side piece? Yeah, that's my husband's side piece right there. Make sure.
Oh no, they dropped a name.
They for themselves. anything whatsoever. They think that being a side chick is something great and glorious.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Bogus. I'm not knocking your hustle, man. I mean, they make a show off of that. I mean, I'm sure some of these female celebrities got side men. I'll sign up. Shit. If let Kim K get on the show for real side men of Miami. I will nominate. I'll go out there and be a side piece. You know, when she not with Kanye, she can be with me. I'm fine with that. You know, or who else? Serena, when I'll be her side piece on the tennis court, whatever the case may be. Nominate me. Beyonce for sure. I'll be a real side piece of what, Houston? Yeah, whatever city Beyonce in, I'll be the side piece for it. Put me on the goddamn show. You know, I'm winning twice because one, I'm with Beyonce as the side piece, and two, I got the money. And you call me a hoe. I'm doing it for the money. You damn right. That's what we're doing it for. But I digress. You know, I really loved today's conversation regarding of cheating. Cheating always brings up great debate, and then the whole thing with the N-word. Carla, did you see that? The whole them sorority girls singing the N-word on Kanye West song and being recorded.
Oh yeah, I mean, who was that? The white dude that said you can't blame. You should blame rappers of why so many white people say the N-word. Kind of true, kind of not true. So yeah, I've seen that dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I kind of see it. I hate that word. I hate that it's put in music, but we cannot get mad anymore. We use it so freely in music, and we think it's cool that we use it on.
Well, I'll tell you this.
If we stop using the word, like, it's a disrespectful word regardless of who uses it. You can't keep getting mad that white people is using it. They've always used that word to degrade us, and then we turned around and we put it in music, and we thought it was cool. No, you can't get mad no more. We stopped using it.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Anybody got a rebuttal for that?
You know this one already.
Go ahead, Karoon Bay.
He already went on his little rant.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of rants, Ebony, do you have your rant lined up?
Yeah, man, I like this conversation so good. I will change my rant up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm gonna be. This is my rant. If you are outside, don't get mad at any decision this man makes. If he decides to stay with his woman, not with you, don't get mad. He's a side piece. If you are the side piece, just stay in your lane. And when he pisses you off, don't go calling on him. Don't call your wife. You knew what you were doing beforehand, and you knew where your place is. So don't fall out of line. Alright? Stay with me. Don't get mad and decide to fail. Your ass is wrong too.
Yeah, don't you get mad when I swerve and I twist. Yeah.
He forgot that he was supposed to come to your house that night. Don't get mad that you decided. Let it go. Hey, somebody still speak, yo. Let it go. You are the side piece. You know your name?
Shit.
There's a chicken, the biscuit, and there's the side.
Trying to remember. Hey Jeff, I'm trying to remember that 3-6 song that's off of the Most Known Unknown album. When they talk about today I'm married and what the fuck did he say, man? If you want me to cheat you ugly bitch, you gotta pay. Something like that. Trying to remember what the fuck that song was, man. Today, yeah. That's it. Yeah, that was the end of the chorus. It's like, today I'm married and my wife don't play, so you want me to cheat you ugly bitch, you gotta pay. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That was the shit.
Actually, you two videos and she's talking to the husband's side piece and was like, I was in your house today doing my laundry. And she's like, but since we shared the same man.
Yeah. And closing on the whole cheating conversation. Eddie Griffin said, "You don't fuck down, you fuck up." You know, so I mean, a lot of us fuck around on girls, and they be looking like, you know, Tasmanian devil, you know, and shit like that. But sometimes it just happens. Yeah, but I digress. Honestly, I want to thank Carla for calling into the show today after speaking her mind on Facebook Live. Jeff, I know you got something you want to say. I'm not closing up just yet. You know, I'm just being thankful right now for you, obviously, and your wife Shug being on the line, as well as Carla being on the show. But yeah, you got the floor, man. Do your thing.
For what? I don't have nothing to say right now.
All right. Well, I thought you were about to say.
You put something to talk about, but like I've been in a dry spell, like
right.
One thing I got was Don Smith. I got his Free Boy, and I forgot what the other person's name was. That fire.
No video games.
No video games. Oh yeah, South Park, man. Get on that South Park.
Yo, fucking I'll tell you what album is dope. Rhapsody. The Rhapsody that was on Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly. Her album came out. That shit is dope, man. It's called the fuck is the name of it? I'll tell you in a second. That shit is dope. It's a dope ass album. Just listen. I just know it was Rhapsody, okay? Oh, don't put me on the spotlight, please. Layla. It's called Layla's Wisdom. Layla's Wisdom is the name of the album. Be sure to check that out. It's nice. It's nice. I feel like when I listen to it, I get that vibe of like the Ladies First with Queen Latifah, Moni Love. You know what I'm saying? That type of lyricism. And like I said, I was telling my cousin earlier, it's nothing against like Cardi B or, you know, the Nicki Minaj's or Lil Kims of the world, but I'll take my cipher where I got like a Moni Love, a MC Light, Queen Latifah, just getting down on straight lyricism. You know, I appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, Mia get down too. Mia get down too when she want to. Yeah. Well, yeah. Y'all got anything y'all want to add before we close up shop?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do a shout out to the Johnson family and let them know they're my thoughts and prayers. High school friend that I just went, I was school back in the days. He was killed over the weekend, and life hit him so hard. I guess I don't know what the whole story is. He fell back in his head or something. Well, you know, left behind a wife and a kid. So I just want to give a shout out to them. They are in our thoughts and prayers, you know, and hopefully they catch the guy they have a suspect. So hopefully they do find the person that actually did this. If that suspect is him, then I hope he rises in hell.
Okay.
Give a shout out to the Johnson family.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, definitely prayers going out to the Johnson family going through this hard time, you know. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that we live in such a world filled with such hate, but it is the world that we live in. Carla, you got anything you want to add before we close up, babe? Okay. Cool. All right. Well, you know, this is Romy Mag. I want to thank everybody for listening to this podcast here on, you know, currently on just the YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe after you listen to this episode and check out, you know, other episodes that we may have done, and, you know, critique it, rate it, well, you know, the whole just, you know, be judgmental as possible about this, you know, this podcast, 2 cents. But thank you guys for, you know, for listening in. This is Romy Mac from Carla, Sugar Bug, and Karumbe. We out. Peace.